We welcome you to today's news roundup for your daily dose of all the important news from the world of ocean transportation, logistics, ports, and commodities. Please find the link to all the featured news articles in the description of the video. Consider subscribing to receive notifications for the latest edition as soon as it is uploaded.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has revoked the permit for a proposed 1.92 million barrels per day offshore oil export terminal off the coast of Corpus Christi, Texas. The Bluewater Oil Export Terminal is being jointly developed by Phillips 66 and Trafigura. The deepwater terminal would be located approximately 15 nautical miles off the coast and would allow for up to 2 very large crude carriers, VLCCs, to simultaneously load domestically produced crude oil via single-point mooring, SPM, buoys for export to overseas markets. As proposed, the facility is expected to service approximately 16 VLCCs per month, equivalent to 384 million barrels per year. On Thursday, the EPA revoked the license and has now directed the developer to withdraw its applications by September 15 and submit a revised proposal that would reduce pollutants by at least 95%.
A New York shipper is legally pursuing Maersk for $180 million, claiming the carrier failed to meet contractual obligations during the pandemic. U-Shippers Group is effectively a shipper association that entered into a contract with Maersk in June 2020, the carrier expected to provide space for U-Shippers members. However, U-Shippers claims Maersk failed to provide the contracted space, preferring to sell its services to spot cargo customers instead. That meant U-Shippers members had to meet their shipping requirements through the spot market too, raising their costs substantially in an inflated market. The FMC said the initial decision in this case would be given by August 30 next year, while the final decision will be offered more than 6 months later.
The current strike by the Canadian Merchant Service Guild has ceased the operations of sea-span tugs and barges and is negatively impacting trade through the Port of Vancouver. This disruption is tarnishing Vancouver's reputation as a home port for cruise lines and a primary gateway to Asian markets. It is increasing congestion at the Port of Vancouver and further straining supply chains at a time when Canadian goods, commodities, and energy are in high demand globally. We encourage the parties to urgently return to the bargaining table and find sustainable solutions, stated Robert Louis Manning, the president of the Chamber of Shipping. Furthermore, the Chamber called upon the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority to facilitate the safe transit, docking, servicing, and undocking of ships within its jurisdiction through authorities granted to it by the Canada Marine Act.
Around 3 million tons of Europe's stainless steel capacity is at risk as stainless steel mills are closing across Europe due to the ongoing energy crisis. As August ended, more and more reports came in detailing European stainless steel producers having to scale back or shut down production altogether. Earlier in August, the Belgian Aperam mill shut down its mill in Genk. Soon after, they reduced production at their Châtelet mill. More recently, Spanish company Acronox announced it would cut production and place around 85% of its employees on short-time work.
France's state-held utility giant EDF will restart all its nuclear reactors in the country this winter, potentially alleviating the energy crisis in Europe during peak heating season. Currently, more than half of EDF's reactors are out of operation either because of maintenance or technical issues. French Energy Transition Minister Agnès Pannier-Runacher said at a news conference on energy security on Friday that EDF has committed to restart all its reactors for this winter. EDF operates a total of 56 reactors in France, but 32 of them are currently either undergoing maintenance or experiencing technical issues. The minister added that every week starting in October, EDF will restart one reactor.
Thanks for watching as we wrap up this episode of OceanTrans News. Please consider subscribing to get notification of subsequent episodes as soon as they are uploaded.